Let's checking to see if we're on other things.
Hi, everybody. I don't know why I went Pee Wee Herman right there. Yeah. Don't ask me. I am the muse for forces greater than myself. Merely the conduit. I take no responsibility.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Fair.
Alright. Let's see, where am I going?
Where are you going? What were we doing? I guess I missed the last one. I need a wee bit of a catch-up.
So, we took out a named Nursilla last time. Got our asses handed to us by Gamoth, again.
Gotcha.
Thompson
Tough fight. Thompson let you down.
Yep.
Oh, and Tom was here to witness his son's failure.
Yep.
Oh no.
Okay, so it looks like first on the list is the Unmovable Boulder, who is a Basarios.
Oh yeah, so I don't remember us spending a ton of time on quests so far. Where did he see the Immovable Boulder? I saw something camouflage agent. Am I looking at the right thing?
So on the right-hand side of the screen, once every few years, the Immovable Boulder appears near the water.
This is a named... Okay, you were telling me about these. These are named monsters, which are totally different than Royals.
Yep.
And Deviants. It's like a... Sweet! Yeah, I'm down to see one of these.
I have two planned for today. A named Basarios and a named Anjanath.
I dig it.
And then we can continue with the story, and maybe after a little bit further in the story, I'll go after Gamoth again.
Sounds good. So I guess since the last time we played, what's been up? Anyone who's watching, happy time with your family time? Ooh, that is a hollow tale. I had a pretty good long weekend with my family and Hannah's family. I got to meet my nephew for the first time in person, which was awesome.
Yay!
Trying to think what else. What about you?
Doing better than last week. I'm feeling better today than I was yesterday. That's mostly what's been going on.
That's good to hear.
I am excited about all the Pokemon stuff. And
yes.
About Strixhaven. And
oh yeah, that's coming out real soon now, isn't it?
December 7th.
Oh dang.
I don't remember where this Basarios is. I just remember it's around here somewhere. So I'm gonna harvest things while I look around for any suspicious boulders.
That seems fair.
Poke.
Hi, hello, how are you today? How is your Thanksgiving / Native Peoples Day / I guess I don't even know if you're American, so maybe you didn't have a holiday. How was your last week? It's been a while since we've been in this area. Like, it's been a lot of snowland. So it's kind of cool to see the beach again. This is like pretty early on, right?
Yeah.
This is not that far from our home village.
This is where we first, like, remember when, our Wyverian friend got swooped up by a, Legiana?
Yes.
This is that area. This
is that spot. Gotcha.
Like, this is the beach we landed on after leaving with the egg. I think I have to be here at night thinking about it.
Ooh, time change.
Yep. I've done this a couple of times, I just haven't called attention to it. Oh, yep, that's what I needed to do. I forgot about time.
Oh, and then we get the nice marker for us.
Yep. Because I set it as the goal. Fried a turkey, huh?
Hopefully, he didn't burn your house down, because I know that the fire department puts out a PSA every year about, hey, don't burn your fucking house down trying to fry a turkey. I'm sure there's like a safe way to do it that you can do. I just I think what you have to make sure it's fully thawed, because the water will like boil with the heat of the oil and react, and then it gets everywhere. And that shit sounds awful.
Mm-hmm. It's been so long, I don't remember its attack patterns.
Basarios, it's gotta be a strength type, right?
I'm gonna use that. Oh, it uses technical.
Weird. I guess. And you know what? It does like poison moves and sleep moves and junk. That actually makes sense, Monster Hunter. There's some consistent logic there.
Alright, time for Piglet then.
Piglet?
Our only
Right, because we don't have Gammoth yet right now.
right, and we don't have our Ratha.
Oh, I forgot about the big thing. Ratha's like locked up. Straight up. We got to that like that city that was, it's like a giant city in the desert or something. Where this dude's from.
Yeah. Where the hunter dude is from. Oh, by the way, you should go back and rewatch last week's. Or like actually watch last week's.
I watched a chunk of it. I didn't get through all of it, but I'll when I get a moment, while I'm working on some D&D stuff, I'll put that on in the background.
Hey Cheryl, how's it going?
Hey Cheryl, what's up, girl? Thanks for joining our Discord. And we met you the other day. Well, your profile pic, I think.
Cheryl in Brilliant Diamond.
Viridian Forest. That's not right.
Eterna Forest.
Eterna Forest.
So Cameron, the thing you missed last week was we actually got to see what happens when the hunter's gauge fills up. They're equivalent to the kinship meter.
Oh, you got Roberto to oh, because you were fighting Gammoth, he got to proc his thing.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, that's a good at least. I'll have to go back and see it.
Yeah. Oh, Cheryl's gonna start asking questions about D&D, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll dive right in. Fucking, you know what, Osprey, you take this one. You've done a lot in D&D since the last time we played, so
yeah. So where do I start?
I'm gonna fold some laundry.
So we did deal with that Shardolin dragon. Destroyed one in a fourth of the town? I want to say
1.5. Yeah, yeah. Like in terms of property damage, 1.5-ish.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually heal. Like, is the smart thing to do right now. So Fire actually tried to chase after the Shardolin dragon in Radiant Soul form, because he really didn't want it to go after 10 towns, and one of the people in 10 towns is someone that he has a bit of a crush on, over in Goodmead. But he got to the top of the tower and realized he wasn't going to be able to keep up with the dragon. Ended up getting out to where we ended up catching up with the dragon in Good Meeting. It had destroyed Dugan's Hole, but we caught up to it and oh wow, that hurt.
Oh.
I was at full health.
Yeah. Oh, shit. It's a double.
Yeah. Everybody did some really sweet stuff in that fight. Vire actually managed to get the last hit on it, sent a firebolt.
I don't think everyone did some really cool stuff. My friend Tanner just fucking fired a ballista. Shittily. I'm calling you out, Tanner!
I mean, with sneak attack damage, though, that was pretty
Yeah, that's
cool.
true. That's true.
And had help from our paladin's mount.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Quick. I love this like cartoon version of Quicksilver I have in my head. I don't know why it brings me so much joy. So I guess Cheryl, just a background, like our paladin, they have a mount, Quicksilver, and because Quicksilver is like a spiritual animal, I basically turned Quicksilver into the horse from one of the Disney movies. Was it Rapunzel? In my mind, like the horse that's also the captain of the guard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one's from Rapunzel.
That's how I imagine Quicksilver's personality is. He's just like a soldier.
That makes sense. The name, actually, one sec. I'm gonna check something with the Atomic Fox.
Yes. While Vire's off mic, I hope everyone, Cheryl, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving holiday if you celebrate. If not, no big deal. Hope you still got some time with your family. And yeah, you were talking about Pokemon earlier. I'm playing, well, not I'm playing, Vire. Vire's not playing Pokemon. Osprey's playing Pokemon, and he seems to be digging it.
Oh yeah, I love
so
it.
appreciate everyone checking the series out. Oh, you're back.
Yep. So I was just checking that the Atomic Fox was okay with me sharing the origins of the name for the horse. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if I know that, or if I
So-
do, I've forgotten.
so there was another kind of paladin-y like character that the Atomic Fox played that had a I'm worried it's gonna do that skill again. That's gonna like destroy me.
Oh yeah.
Do I have anything that can keep it from doing that? Okay, apparently I'm just gonna have to hope I can manage. Alright, actually I'm gonna heal Roberto.
Roberto. Oh yeah, he's got like, that
A
makes sense.
sliver. So the Atomic Fox had played another very kind of paladin-like character who had a sword called Quicksilver, which was a reference to a song by Cruise Shadows.
Crew Shadow.
the Atomic Fox just described them as an obscure, overdramatic darkwave band.
Okay.
Makes for some. They have some songs that work really great for RPG character lists. That kind of dramatic.
I
yeah.
dig the creativity.
Yeah, but like one of the songs was kind of focused on kind of the ideals of being basically a paladin. And so named a sword after it, and doesn't that character no longer is in play, but the name of the horse is kind of a callback to that.
I dig it. I like it.
Battle Zone? I'm not sure what Battle Zone is.
Oh, in Diamond, was it called Battle Zone or Battle Frontier?
Oh, right. Sorry, my brain is jumping back and forth between topics because, yeah. So, we might touch a little bit on it. I don't know how much content is in that because I haven't seen it in the remakes yet.
Yeah, we might do it. Maybe we do it as a live stream after the recorded stuff. Traditionally, our recorded Pokemon stuff goes up through the Elite Four, kind of the end game, and then we don't do a lot of post game. But it's really up to you, and up to you, the viewers. If you have stuff you want to see, Osprey has mentioned that he'd like to show stuff off. We might not take all the feedback because at the end of the day, we want to have fun playing the game our way. But hey, we got him! Immovable Boulder down. Not so immovable, or even more immovable than before. Now that you're dead.
I mean, then it just gets carved up into parts, which are even more movable.
That's true. Very movable.
Hey, Guns Pony.
Hi, Guns Pony.
Alright. Let me check the quest info for... Oh, I remember where to go. I don't even need the quest marker this time. I am going to turn in the quest that has been on my quest log for a while ready to turn in, that I just keep forgetting to turn in. Because if you get the quest from a person, you can't turn them in at the board like all the others, so... Guns Pony is asking about Pokemon Snap.
Oh, yes, I do want to come back to it. It's really just a matter of how many hours I have in a week. I think Nate and I would probably stream that at some point. I think Hannah is down to watch it. She has no desire to play Pokemon Snap. But I enjoyed the new one. The little I played of it, I just haven't had time to really dig into it. Honestly, I had a period last week where I got to play some games, and I just haven't had a bunch of time remaining outside of channel video game stuff.
And
I still gotta turn on Animal Crossing to see what crops you sent me. I haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Yeah, I did that last night because I was able to get my online renewed, so I can do online stuff again. Yay! So I sent you some of those, and then I put stuff in storage so I could do things before the shop opened, and then I realized I forgot which crops we still needed. So feel free to ignore the numbers on the card that are like 2 of 5 or whatever it was, because
gotcha.
I don't remember where I was on that. So
no worries. Still appreciate it.
Yeah.
I haven't managed to catch Leaf in person, so it works out. Oh, Anjanath. I always love Anjanath.
Honestly, that's part of why I chose it. is I know you like Anjanath. No, hi, hello, how are you? I had not seen there's a new Smash Bros. Update. I haven't been touching Smash as much as I thought I might.
It's like a balancing update. I thought you meant for a second there's like they did a surprise character like, ha, I got you fuckers. Here's one more. Which I wouldn't put past Iwata. Iwata? No, that's not the right guy. Iwata passed away. Hi Monza, how's it going? Glad you joined us. Osprey is on the sticks. He is playing, yeah, Miami Monster Hunter Stories 2. You know that.
Yeah.
We're just chilling. Well, what are you up to?
Yeah, yeah, even 2 hours in, and it's been really fun. Like, I got the demo before 2 came out because I played the first one and really liked it, and I really, even just doing the demo for 2 hours was fun. As for if there's multiplayer in the game, yes, it involves getting getting tickets that you use to. I think Versus is slightly different, but I usually avoid PvP in games, so your mileage might vary if you're doing PvP. But for a lot of the co-op stuff, you get these tickets that you can use. We are taking on the Torrid Tyrant now.
Torrid Tyrant.
So, Cameron, this comment may be more up your alley. I'm not sure what Monster Hunter DOS is?
DOS. It's Espanol. It's 2. The second Monster Hunter game.
Okay.
They, for some reason, called it DOS. The Japanese company marketing their game to a Japanese audience called Monster Hunter DOS. And then they called Monster Hunter 3 Try, which is what, like, German? So, I don't get it. But they do what they want to do. I did not, Shanice. I have not played Monster. I started playing in the third one. Monza, so this is Osprey's first playthrough on this save file, but he has played through the whole game before. He's in the end game content on his other save. I believe that's correct.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide what to do. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I haven't been enjoying endgame as much because I don't like farming up the tickets. Yeah, that's what I'm playing on actually. Is on the Switch. I'm just.
Is it on anything else?
It's on PC now, I believe. It wasn't originally. I think it came out on the PC later. But I don't tend to play games on the PC, so it's much less of a... How did I take that much damage when I won the... Ah. This thing's tougher than I remember.
That's rough, yeah. Cheryl, sorry if I missed the comment. I don't think this is a spoiler because we've talked about it as a group. The group is just finished Chapter 4. We basically ended the session right when the Shardolin dragon died. So we'll be starting Chapter 5 in one form or another soon.
I could rant about Adventure League.
Go ahead. Now's the time. Oh wait, before you do, Monza wants to know how you rate the game overall.
depends on my mood.
For
Oh,
Monster Hunter Stories?
yeah. Like, how much I like it kind of depends a little bit on. I'm horrible at ranking my games. I'd say it's definitely a fun game that I will play a lot, but it's definitely not a replacement for me for Pokemon. It's definitely something I'd go to for primarily just solo stuff if I don't want, like, I'm trying to think of how to quantify that. Oh, hey Raffle Rosa. Sorry, I pun pie easily.
Hi, hello, how are you today? Zelda will be back on the channel maybe sooner than you think. We're actually having a meeting this Saturday to discuss kind of what we do after Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Monza, I love the Zelda series, so that one does rank the highest for me. I know Osprey, he's thinking through his. I will say, Osprey, to your point earlier, I definitely came into this stream, not this particular one, but us streaming Stories 2, expecting a very similar experience to Pokemon. And I know you warned me ahead of time, you're like, it's not like, they're both RPGs, but that's kind of where the similarities end. And you're right, that it is very different than what I was expecting. I think I enjoy maybe the care that and the challenge in this game a lot more than my recent Pokemon experiences. I still I have fun with Pokemon, but I think I've been enjoying playing them vicariously through other people because I wouldn't enjoy playing them myself as much anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I will say, I'm not gonna comment on the, thinking Pokemon is horrible. I'm not gonna comment on that. I will say Monster Hunter Stories, I feel, has a little less replay value for me than,
Less replay value.
yeah, I think
because the stronger narrative?
Some of it is... I feel like I need it to be a little more new for me for this one, for me to get as much enjoyment out of it. I'm not explaining myself very well. I'm trying to put things into words that I haven't actually sat down and tried to put into words.
That's fair. It's definitely hard to do live. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but my ad hoc assumption is kind of Pokemon, because I feel like the story in Pokemon games isn't as strong. It actually helps with replay value because you can just focus on enjoying the core gameplay loop, whereas the at least for me watching Stories 2, there's a lot of strong cutscenes and character stuff that for me, as someone who doesn't really enjoy repeating stories all that often, I think I'm really enjoying this playthrough, but I don't have a strong incentive to play through it again instead of just keep doing endgame stuff if I want to play more of this game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I also think it has to do with there is a lot less Monstie options, thinking about it, so you don't get as much of a, oh hey, this time I'll run through with this game.
Yeah. The fact, I don't know the number, but I'm assuming there's less than 100 Monsties?
I don't remember how many.
Compared to Pokemon, where the smallest game had at least 151.
it mostly feels smaller. Yeah, Cheryl, I would agree that Pokemon feels very comfortable, and I do appreciate that. It's definitely its own kind of game. I feel like I'm kind of trying to compare apples to oranges.
Yes.
Most of my games, if I'm in the mood for the game, I'm in the mood for the game. Roberto! Why are you doing this?
Rathalos, that's a really good point. The Monster Hunter has, like, there's the main species, there's subspecies, rare species, deviants. Like, you get a similar looking, like Anjanath here. There's Anjanath and there's Folger Anjanath. And Pokemon doesn't really do that. Each design is very unique. I mean, there's shinies, but that's literally just a fancy color that's not like pretending to be a new species of Pokemon. That's actually a really good point, Rathalos.
Oh yeah.
So like 100 Monsties in Monster Hunter Stories might really be like 50 or 40 that have, and then you've got subspecies. Whereas 150 Pokemon is 150 Pokemon.
Also, Cameron, you're gonna want to pay attention here real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's shining. Roberto, get him. Roberto. I don't know why. Roberto. Oh, he charge. Oh, he swing. Oh, he's doing the cool anime grind. Oh, I love it. Oh, I dig it. I really dig it.
I can
Now, oh, go ahead.
So similar to the if like another writer has the kinship gauge filled at the same time I do mine, you can do a combo thing with him as well.
Are there enough hunter partners in the game that you can actually see each weapon type? Like, will you get a hunter bro later on that's like a hammer user, or so you can see more than one, or?
You only get 2.
Gotcha. Okay, so they didn't need to like program one of those animations for every weapon.
Right.
Gotcha. Shanice, I think it gets complicated. I know that's like a fan thing where people are like, oh yeah, like what if you did see you, Monza, have a good night. What if people did a Pokemon Monster Hunter game? But the problem is that in Monster Hunter, the hunting came first, so these are deadly creatures that people can think are cute, but they're still deadly creatures. Whereas Pokemon, one, everything is like way shorter than we actually think it is, so Charizard is not like a giant dragon. Two, like, people are gonna freak out if you hunt a Pikachu. Like, that is a beloved. That's like hunting Mickey Mouse. It's like, it's pretty fucked up.
Like, so I did enjoy the Pokemon Ranger series, but again,
I never played that one.
That wasn't hunting. That was you had a tool that allowed you to convey your friendship, your sense of friendship to the Pokemon, and this Pokemon would help you out.
What was the core, when you say help you out, what was like the core gameplay loop in that one?
My memory is a little foggy, so bear with me on that. But there was a lot of navigating areas, and they would like help you with calming down other Pokemon sometimes, like when you were doing kind of the capture thing. It primarily used the stylus. This was like DS games where you would like circle the Pokemon super fast with your stylus. It killed one of the touchscreens. Absolutely murdered it. But yeah, that one was fun. It had kind of at some point need to go back and replay it, but it would not work well now. Like, I don't know how well I'd be able to replay that now without some sort of new touchscreen.
Yeah, I wonder, did they ever make it for the Wii U, or was it just DS? Ah, we did it!
DS.
Done.
Yes, hi, hello, how are you? I have played Mystery Dungeon. I loved the first ones. I haven't gotten through any of the others yet, so I might have to go back and play those at some point.
I have never played those. My younger brother Kayvon, who I think's been on the channel a couple times, he loves those games. And they seem pretty cool. I'm not a huge roguelike person. Hannah was curious about that. I don't know if she's still interested in playing it.
So I can show you a little bit of the gameplay. It's not a roguelike. Roguelike is you have to rebuild yourself up every time. You keep your team. Like, you have the same team throughout. It's just
it's just the maps are randomized.
Yes.
So it's like a Pokemon Diablo?
It's still turn-based. Have you ever played any Mystery Dungeon games?
No, is that like a thing? I didn't realize that. I thought that was like a Pokemon thing.
They're like the other one I've played is Etrian Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of. Is that Etrian Odyssey? Is that the same thing, or is that different? Maybe I'm just mispronouncing something I read.
Etrian Mystery Dungeon is a little different. I'm kind of curious about a Pokemon Diablo game now, except maybe not with the 3 edgy 5 me.
No, yeah, it would, but it could work. I think it could work. It would essentially be what you're spamming your moves. You know what? There is a Pokemon Diablo. I don't remember what it's called, but the Pokemon in that game are toys. Everything's like a toy.
Pokemon Rumble.
Thank you. That's like a Pokemon Diablo, right? What I remember are like randomized maps, and you can spam your move as fast as you can click your button, minus a cooldown. And you had like a couple moves, and you could swap your little team out. On the 3DS? Was it on the 3DS?
Yes. I think there might have also been one on the Wii U. So, we're actually on our way to hunt down a monster. Following mushrooms.
And this is the next story thing.
Yes.
Tons of mushrooms, but oh wait, Naviru. Yeah, we know.
Are you still in the recording mindset of doing the voices?
I'm still, yeah, everyone's Barry.
Oh my.
You know what? Roberto's Barry.
No.
He's got the berry hair.
He's too easygoing.
That's fair.
Like, he was literally like, slow down and think.
I made a meme today, if anyone's on Twitter. I thought it was pretty funny.
It was. It did play on the fact that the name I selected
you told me
for the rival happened to be the same as the Flash.
Yep. Yeah, boom, headshot. Barry! I don't know why I say it like that, but I love it.
Probably because Hannah started giving British voices to everybody.
Yes, yeah. All right. Oh, new cutscene. Oh, we're just following the mushrooms. This is not, Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Plesioth! Oh.
I couldn't remember its name because I've never actually fought one outside of, this game.
Next time I play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, I'll have to show you how annoying this fucking fight is, because it is terrible. I mean, it's like this size, so he's super tall, so like, if you're using Sword and Shield, you can't even reach his head, you just gotta like, fucking swipe at his ankles constantly. And then even though his tail swings above you, the hitbox for it definitely hits you, unless you roll time the roll right. And his hip check is bullshit.
Okay.
Why is it eating mushrooms?
I don't think it's eating mushrooms. I think it's a... I don't remember. I'll have to
Is
go
it
back
like dropping spores? It had spores and it's dropping them or something? And
Roberto had a hold-on thing, but I don't fully remember it because Naviro kept interrupting.
yeah, fucking Naviro.
I do not like Naviro.
Cheryl, I know we didn't finish talking about Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So yes, Osprey and the squad, the Paladin, Atomic Fox's character, got their hat trick. They took out all 3 members of the Sunblight royal family. It was pretty sweet too. They challenged the Zardarok to a duel, and Zardarok chickened out because they were both kicking the shit out of each other. But Zardarok failed to activate the dragon, which I can talk a little bit. I guess it depends, Osprey, how much behind the scenes stuff, how much shop you care about me talking if it ruins the mystery.
No.
But I know Cheryl, you've done this campaign before, I think, so you might know some of this stuff. But yeah, so the Atomic Fox, they killed all 3 members. They basically chased Zardarok back into the Temple of Dwera and killed him there. And it was pretty badass. I think Osprey already talked about all the Shardland Dragon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I haven't played Max's Mad Mythic Mercenary since the last stream, because that's every other Sunday, alternating with Avernus, which we did play this Sunday, which I admit I wasn't super paying attention to. I think the extended holiday just ended up being more taxing on me than I was expecting. We had only 3 players out of the 5 of us, and it was like a shopping episode, and I talked to a version of the Beatles that were like, what did Nate call them? It was a funny pun, or just a rhyme. The Efreedles. They were the Efreedles. And my character basically just spent most of the session talking to those dudes, while our other 2 buddies, Craig and Danny, who have also been on the channel. I think everyone in Avernus has now been on the channel. But they did like shopping stuff with our big Inferno War Machines. What playing through Avernus made me realize is I want to do another one-shot, and I think I'm gonna post, if you're on the Discord and you want to play some D&D, I'm gonna post on the TTRPG asking for 2 tables. One will be they'll both be weekdays, so they don't mess around with other schedule stuff. But I think one will be the 22nd of December, and one will be the 29th of December. And on the 22nd, I'm gonna run a Mist Hunters one-shot. And that'll be oriented towards new players. Osprey, I know you had a Mist Hunters character that you designed, so you're more than welcome. Mist Hunters, what's it called? The book that came out before Beyond the Witchlight.
Oh!
Ravenloft.
Sorry.
Not Ravenloft itself.
Okay. Sorry. I only knew it by Ravenloft, so I wasn't familiar with Mist Hunter.
Domains of Dread. Domains of Dread.
Okay. That That gives
Yeah.
me the confidence.
I'm not committing to running. I want to run all of Ravenloft, and I want to do that eventually, but I can't do that now. But I thought I'll just do a one-shot in a different domain and do a little spooky horror stuff to keep with our never being on brand for the holiday that we are closest to. That's part of the Arbitrary brand.
Yeah, let me, like, I will totally play that Shadow Sorcerer.
And then the week after that, the following Wednesday, that'll give me a month to get ready for it from today. I want to run Command Droids, which is a totally different system. And that is going to be like Saturday morning Transformers cartoon stuff.
So I think Roberto's going to give us a little more hunter knowledge here.
Yeah. Before I forget. Who mentioned they wanted to play? Kevin did. Skybite. And Kieran.
Also, yes, Shanice, the legends are true.
Yeah.
Alright.
Posted.
Cool.
Roberto the Mentor.
Yeah.
What is a rider's true strength, and how does one prove it?
Okay.
Unable to answer Roberto's question about the Plesioth, you travel towards the desert cave. What does it mean to be a hunter or a rider? What is their connection to monsters? No doubt the path you take will show you in due time.
What was that?
I don't know. Sometimes I just feel something. And I gotta, what did I say earlier? I am but a humble conduit.
I think that's more the verbal equivalent of having a brewing burp.
Fair. A lot of vocal fry.
So Roberto asked us, okay, why do you think the Plesioth is out here outside of its normal environment?
Yes. Is the desert... Oh, it's not a Monolos, it's just its skull. Is the desert cave considered like a Monstie den? Or is this considered like a dungeon type deal?
It's more of a dungeon. It's kind of like the forest was. In Loloska.
Gotcha.
I don't remember my way through because it's been ages. So, yeah, I've never actually played in Ravenloft before. The character I had created for it, is a shadow sorcerer whose dad would, I forget the exact name, he was part of the order of some sort of Raven order that, like, would look into, like, a lot of the supernatural stuff that goes on and like hunt down monsters and stuff. I think it was. Some of them are just bored rich folks, but some of them are actually like people trying to figure out this whole occult thing and what's actually going on. And when he and his dad got ambushed at one point, and his dad literally handed him his symbol of being a part of that order, and basically told him to run. So he ran and ended up running into the mist and getting the Mistwalker trait. So he literally,
I dig it.
He can't stay in one spot for more than 2 weeks without taking damage.
That's actually, I think that's pretty perfect for my intention, because Cheryl, you're right. Mist Hunters is an Adventures League campaign, but I do not plan on running it as part of Adventures League. I'm going to take what I like from the modules, and I'm going to throw out the rest and remix with my own homebrew. Yeah, Adventures League, I think, was a fun experiment to try, but it's not the sort of DM I want to be. And like we're finishing Rhyme as part of Adventures League because that's the commitment I made at the beginning. But I'm not planning on doing any new campaigns using that format. I feel it's very limiting. It has its good points. Adventures League is really great for new players to check out D&D at their local game shop, or if you move, you can essentially get to play a game and feel confident that the rules will be consistent. Or if you like to play in conventions and play part of the bigger games, you have that consistency in rules. But outside of those things, I don't think its benefits outweigh the setbacks. I think it's really good for people who struggle to find a home game, but that is not a position that I'm in.
Yeah, like I've been getting really frustrated with the Adventure League kind of.
Oh yeah, we missed a rant from you earlier. I think you were going to give us a little rant. What happened there?
We got sidetracked by chat. So I don't know if this is just because we're doing the Rime of the Frostmaiden hardcover, but the rules about leveling and the fact that a later chapter I can't level higher than I can in an earlier chapter, and the earlier chapter I can level higher. So I went through this whole section thinking I was going to end up with 2 levels, and it's like, nope, lol, you get 1 level.
Yeah.
And I just, it took place right after a moment where I was feeling
a big
really
triumphant.
Yeah, and then it was just like, boom. And it just kind of brought home, and that combined with how they set up the Chardelin dragon just felt very messed up as far as the writing goes, and I kind of hated that part. Like, I hate how it was structured. I felt like it didn't, like, it felt railroady, but like they were trying to hide that it was, and it seemed like they were trying to make you take a loss without giving you much of a fighting chance.
Yeah, and that's like and that's not necessarily the fault of Adventures League. That's a fault of the hardcover. But Adventures League like kind of ties my hand on how much I can change. I did change that part to make it feel a little less frustrating, but it still isn't great from the hardcover. Yeah, so if we're talking behind the curtain stuff, so the structure of the book, the overall structure of the book, I really like. The intro, I think D&D modules have this tendency to assume player actions and then fall apart if you don't follow those if you don't follow what the writers assume you're going to do. But Rime and the Frostmaidens chapter 1 and 2 are very open-ended, so you can kind of make your own story. You identify the threats that your character thinks are threatening and go after those. So for like Vire's party, they went to the east of 10 Towns and they basically helped the people out over there. But a different party could have gone west and done a very different set of adventures, solved very different problems, and had very different like themes reinforced through those adventures, which I like a lot. But then everything kind of condenses after chapter 3 down into a railroad, like Osprey, like you said. And I've tried to open that up a little bit, but I'm fighting against the leveling system and the restrictions it has, where it's like, okay, we're going to have to choose to do something more narratively satisfying or get your characters leveled. We don't get to have both, which I recognize the frustration there.
Well, and it's less this is where the story is, and more like the fact that there was no good way to be able to stop the dragon.
Right, so yeah, the book as written, like I changed that part where you all, if, for example, if you had killed Zardarak quickly, the dragon never would have launched. Like, that was a possibility. It's hard to do, but it's a possibility. The book as written, just like, you get to the front gates and the dragon launches, and then you gotta go fucking chase that thing. And the book as written, essentially, all of the eastern 10 towns get destroyed. It is physically impossible for you to catch up to the dragon until you can decide to cut it off at like Lonelywood or Tourmaline. But the hard thing there is, what if the party didn't do the quest in Caer Koenig, where you found out the flight path of the dragon? If you don't know the flight path of the dragon, it's impossible, not impossible, but like, you can't make an informed decision about cutting it off. So if the party just spends the entire time chasing it, you get to Dugan's Hole, it's destroyed. You get to Goodmead, it's destroyed. You get to East Haven, it's destroyed. You can choose at that point, maybe you go try and cut it off at Bryn Shander, but Bryn Shander is like the last town the dragon visits. So then all of 10 towns is destroyed except maybe, say, Bryn Shander. Or you keep chasing it up through Caer Dineval and Caer Koenig, and then it flies west, and you're like, oh fuck, now I have to beat it to Tourmaline or Lonelywood, and you probably don't beat it to Tourmaline. You probably get to Targos, and it gets there, and like, it's the chapter is written, and the authors say if the party is proactive and clever, they can save the majority of 10 towns, but the math doesn't work that way.
Well, that, and isn't it really easy to, like, isn't it very possible to miss that quest entirely?
Yes.
So
100%.
If you have people going between tables, you could have one person who literally saw all of 10 towns get destroyed, and then
yes,
have one person who... What Shardolin Dragon?
Yeah. If you have a player who like played through chapter 1 and 2 and then moved tables and got to chapter 5, yeah, they'd totally miss all that stuff. 100%. And then the other thing is like the modules. So like, Osprey, you've played in the season 10 modules that go along with the hardcover. You played through the first 5 of them, I believe.
I believe
maybe not all
so.
5, but you played up to killing Frostclaw, which was the 5th one. I bought the whole set, and I run the modules for other groups because I wanted to like do all the season 10 stuff and just like get a real, like, this is what participating in a full season of Adventures League is like. The 9th module is dependent on the dragon being destroyed.
What?
There's the 9th module deals with getting your I guess it's, we don't give a shit about spoilers. Cheryl, if you care about season 10 spoilers, whoever cares about Season 10 spoilers for Adventures League, hop off. But Osprey, I know that you're not going to play this, so you don't care. So the storyline for 1 through 5 is dealing with Frostclaw and Feral Tongue, and Frostclaw's terrorizing the Wormdoom Crag Goliaths. The one after it in 6, you're going in investigating the Fallen Star. You remember, like, Old Goat, the Goliath chief, she's like had portents of a falling star. You go figure out what it is, and it's a spaceship. And it's a spaceship of alien slavers who kidnap the hunters of Wormdoom Crag, and you're trying to rescue them. And it leads you down into this city called Zorventroth, which I'm probably mispronouncing. That's buried, it's this ancient city buried underneath Icewind Dale. And it's very Lovecraftian horror. They dug too greedily and too deep. They peered into the stars and saw that the universe is infinite and uncaring and all that stuff. And there's all these weird horrors in the city of Zorventroth. And so eventually you realize, like, you need to fucking blow the city up and bury it in the mountains. And to build the bombs you need, part of what you need, the material you need, is parts from the Shardolin Dragon ruin, wreckage.
Yeah, so another thing about Adventure League is, please finish up your threads. Like, I have had a trait for ages that the book seems to do nothing with. Or the adventures at all.
Yeah, and the trait you got from the Adventure League module, and I like, because you're clearly trying to play it, and like you want the resolution. So I've read through all of Season 10, and it doesn't get touched again. The second epic does touch on the other one, the Sing a Song of Vengeance or whatever it's called. Because the second epic is basically Casker starts a civil war, and it actually sounds pretty cool. But yeah, the Shardolin corruption, like, I didn't know because all the modules weren't out yet. So I'm just like following the modules and book as written, and it's like, oh, here's this story award. So I'm like, as a DM, I want to reward my player for role playing, and like, you got this thing, let's make it matter. And I think I'm able to do that, and I don't want to spoil that part.
Right.
But I could have a lot more flexibility with doing that if we weren't doing Adventures League. Because there's certain, like, I can't add new mechanics. If it was up to me, I guess this isn't spoiler because we're not going to do it. If it was up to me, I would start reflavoring your spells. So, like, the Shardolin Corruption, certain things that did radiant damage might start doing a different type of damage. I thought that would be kind of neat. And then, like, if you can purify the Shardolin, then you get back your radiant stuff. Or having like the other idea I had was like, we talked about one mechanic that I don't think would be good, but another idea I had would be giving you like an affinity. So like, if you're attacking non-Shardolin creatures, you'd get like an attack buff, like add a d6 to whatever damage you do. Or if you're attacking Shardolin creatures, it like wants to work with itself, so then you roll a d6 and you reduce your damage by that much or something, you know, like cool mechanical things to reward and tie into the role play. And like you said, they just kind of dropped that thread. Now, that being said, there is, and we're not going to do it because that would be so fucking long. There is another series of adventures that came out in season 10 called the Masters series. Oh my god.
He hates cute. Bugs.
Yeah,
he loves
I love
mushrooms, hates bugs.
And it's called The Dream of Red Wizards. There's a bunch of adventures in it already. Once we would essentially, if we did it, we would skip through the first 13, and the 14th one starts a storyline called Into the Cold Darkness, which goes back to Zorventroth after you've destroyed it. So it's like you play through season 10 modules, you finish at DDAL 1010, and then you can go to Dream of Red Wizards 14 and continue the story there. And they aren't all out yet, so I can't say for sure what the final conclusion is, but I know that those adventures do reference season 10 story awards, so maybe there will be some payoff there, but it should be happening sooner than that.
Yeah.
Like every time there's Chardalyn in the module or the hardcover book, a character who has Chardalyn embedded in their system because of a fucking Chardalyn explosion should have a reaction of some sort to it.
Also, the amount of times there have been Chardalyn explosions and that's not a possibility.
It's like if I had known ahead of time, I would have, and this was an Adventure League, like if I will run Rime of the Frostmaiden again someday. I feel like this Adventures League is like good practice for a home run, a home game run of it. But yeah, like now that I know and the it's presented that way, like I'll have mechanics starting out that way, and every time there's an explosion, I'm gonna make sure that like there's a save to avoid it or something. Because like Chardalyn plays a really important part in the story until it just doesn't.
Until they just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
This is kind of why I'm really excited to do Strixhaven, because that's going to have more flexibility because we're not doing it AL official.
Yes.
And I think I'll have more room to actually roleplay without having these weird hiccups with somebody messing with the...
We won't have to fight the mechanics.
So Cheryl says DRW is better than season 10.
That's fair, Cheryl, but those modules, each one of them costs like $10. So like it's a lot of money for me to invest in the hopes that there is resolution. I don't know. We could take a break and then maybe Osprey, you say like, oh, I'd like to play Vire again sometime, and then it's like, well, we can go look at the Dream of the Red Mages and see what's up with that. But I don't think you even have a desire to like keep going after we conclude Rime.
Yeah, I feel like after Rime, if possible, Vire's going to settle down in Goodmead. Possibly with Seg Crush.
Yeah.
And I think I think he's basically gonna position himself as someone who keeps an eye to make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, it sets things up for a great possibility to return in the future if we need to do it, but I plan on the ending of Rime of the Frostmaiden to be a satisfying conclusion for everyone's character. There are certain players in our group that, like, I think they are all about Adventures League, and they will keep going afterwards, but the nice thing about Adventures League is I don't have to be the DM for that.
Yeah. So Guns Funny had a question.
Are we doing Strixhaven? I don't know the answer to that, Guns Pony. I don't know that we have a real group together. It will be something we discuss during our meeting this coming Saturday. I am, because I will not be the DM of it, and I don't know all the players for it yet, I don't feel comfortable committing to something like that yet. But I wouldn't mind it.
It's a
Put some more D&D on the channel.
It's not a guarantee, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, I'd like it. It would be nice. Because God knows Nate's not doing Avernus anytime soon.
But yeah, we'll keep people updated once we actually know. For sure that that's what's going on. Again, we kind of have to have a moment to figure everything out now that we're done with Extra Life, and
yeah, we still haven't really had a channel meeting post Extra Life. It's been Extra Life, and then personal life stuff, and then like holiday. So this will be our first opportunity to everyone get together and just plan things out post Extra Life.
Yeah, Boom Headshot, I'm guessing the answer is going to be the same for Halo of we just don't know yet.
Yeah, I won't be playing it. Not that I have anything against Halo. I'm just... I played Halo Reach, and I really liked Reach. That was when I was like my freshman year of college, and it was when there were 5 of us living in a house together, and we mounted 4 TVs on the wall, and each one of us had our Xboxes, and we played the entire campaign multiplayer, and that was dope as shit. But I don't imagine I'll be able to recreate that specific experience again, and the rest of Halo doesn't engage me enough to play it. But I know that Nate loves Halo, and Danny loves Halo, and in fact, when we were playing Avernus yesterday, Danny mentioned about Halo. So I could imagine a scenario where like Danny, Craig, and Nate are playing Halo on the channel at some point. But yeah, again, it'll have to wait for the channel. Cheryl, no, nothing's happened to Avernus. We're still playing Avernus, but I don't know. I guess Nate's not doing player guides anymore. For like he was editing the Mother series, so theoretically he has more time now, more free time. But I don't want to speak for that because he might have other stuff going on. So I don't know. He does not communicate with me any better than he communicates with anyone else. So we'll see what he does. Oh, we got a little kitty cat. Okay. Zamtrios.
Which of these?
Second question.
I'm guessing Flash Bomb because, well, Kezu's don't
blind.
have ice.
Yeah, exactly.
I know this one.
Sonic Bomb.
Yep.
Dope.
I don't use Hunting Horn, but I felt like doing the quest. So, I don't know who all was paying attention during the storyline. Anna got a mysterious map dropped on her lap.
Yes.
That shows where Ratha is and basically went, you need to hurry. Somebody went over to basically told Lilia, oh hey, monsters are attacking the lab. She also read the letter that was given to her, and it basically told her to trust herself, basically.
Yeah.
So she's sending you out with Roberto to where Ratha is being held, to go deal with the issue over there.
Yeah.
So, I know we all kind of got distracted talking about D&D and channel stuff, so I wanted to clarify. Oh yeah. like I said, I can do a lot. I like... So, one of my biggest things about D&D is narrative, so things that interfere with narrative just really tick me off, because I care a lot about narrative. And one of the things I really tend to do in games is try to balance making narrative and mechanics work well together. Like,
yes,
I spent like a couple hours trying to make sure that my potential Strixhaven character works both well mechanically and well narratively.
Yeah, Osprey had a moment of crisis on the Discord. He was like, I think I'm gonna have to redo my character. Did you end up doing it? Or, ooh, a new rider!
Yeah.
Oh, he's got Anjanath armor? Rathlos armor. Anjanath armor.
Anjanath.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is
Oh, I thought
about...
for a second Naviro knew him. That's not the case. He's just being friendly.
This is a big story moment.
Big reveal. Fight? Oh. Should I recognize that crest?
I don't recall.
Okay. Oh, these are some bad boys! Monster Hunter Freedom Unite bros. I see your monsters. I see what you're going for here. Yeah?
I looked at them and I just went 3 edgy, 5 green.
Well, yeah, well that was Freedom Unite's monster scheme, like Yan Garuga, Nargacuga, yeah, I guess it's like that like ninja edgy thing,
Well,
and then Tigrex, yeah.
I was more thinking which monsters they pick combined with the armor and the...
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at us, we're so edgy and
So
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So this is where they actually introduce... Oh wait, no, they already did talk about how PvP works. Never mind. Don't mind me.
So there is PvP in the game?
No, well, there is in multiplayer. I haven't done anything
Gotcha.
with it because, again, I
Not your bag.
yeah. So Shanice asks what TTRPGs do you play?
Yes.
I've played 1 or 2 one-shots with another system or two, but I've pretty much only played D&D 3.5 and 5e, and I like 5e a lot better. At some point I want to try more of the Star Wars RPGs, Shadowrun, and I'm going to try Pathfinder 2e at some point just out of curiosity. Hi, hello, how are you today? Maybe. We'll see. I'm not a very competitive person.
Yeah. Hi, hello, how are you today? What shooters do you play? I don't play a ton of shooters. Does Metroid Prime count? You shoot stuff in it, although I'd call it more of an action game. I played Halo. I've played Call of Duty in the past. I've just, similarly to Osprey, I don't play a lot of competitive multiplayer. I like to play cooperative. Oh fuck, I'm stupid. I lie. I play Splatoon.
I've played
I'm a little
bit of
painful. I played the crap out of Splatoon 2. The only reason I'm not playing Splatoon 2 right now is because none of my friends want to play with me.
Oh, I'll play with you.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then we'll have to play Splatoon 2 sometime.
I thought you didn't play it because it was hard to play with your friends online because of how things
Well,
work
that
out.
is it. Yeah, it's really frustrating to play online with friends. Because
okay.
if there's an app that you have to get for your phone to create a group, the Nintendo online phone app,
I have that one.
and then you can create a group, and then you can join a lobby, and then when the lobby is full, you can play a game. But here's the thing that sucks. You are not necessarily on the same team when you start a game as your people that you joined the lobby with. So you and I could be hanging out and talking, but we're not necessarily playing together.
That's
which,
rude.
Yeah, I think is the stupidest shit in the world. It's just randoms with extra steps. Hopefully Splatoon 3 fixes it.
Yeah, okay.
So why we don't know why these guys are fighting. Like you said, 3 edgy, 5 me.
All we know is they showed up acting like
yeah, they are riders, so I guess we kind of assume that they might, at least I do as an audience member, I'm assuming they're acting in better faith than the hunters.
I don't know who they are. Like, We don't know who they are.
Yeah, but I feel like making a bond with a Monstie might speak of at least some virtue.
I mean, have you seen what some of the monsters are like?
Fair, fair.
Like, I feel like it's a fallacy to assume that it's gonna be all people who ride Monsties are good people, and all Monsties are good monsters.
That's true. That's fair.
Do the Monstie mash.
I love it.
Sweet. I'm just mowing through these. I'm only down 1 heart,
Yeah.
and that was because I got distracted.
Now, do they follow the same rules as we do, which is that if one of them faints, they lose?
I don't remember.
We're getting close. Oh, that's a lot of arrows pointed our way.
Well, yeah. Oh, rude. How dare. Well, y'all get... Well, one of you gets venom. I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy a Monster Hunter TTRPG possibly. Oh! I did get
I've
to
heard
the
of some
original.
D&D conversions for
Oh.
it. Nice.
We have not played Kids on Brooms yet.
No, that's Hannah's thing. That's something else we'll talk about on Saturday, is when she wants to do that.
Also, can I just say again that I am super, super, super excited for Strixhaven.
Yes. You can say it again. In fact, you just did.
Yes, I absolutely... Wait! Ugh.
Oh yeah, big boss boy. I guess I'm assuming. They're in full armor, I don't know.
I mean, considering this is the only one who's said anything so far.
Yeah. I love the Tigrex. Is that the great sword? Is it a hammer? I think it's a great sword. It's got like...
It looks like it
blades.
sprouts into two.
Yeah,
It's a great sword.
it's a great sword.
Looking at it, like,
Yeah.
the hammer...
It's got like blade pieces.
Yeah, the hammer looks a little different. Like, I'd know the hammer when I saw it. I have no clue what the writer's gonna do. So, I'm just gonna go based I'm just gonna go... I'm trying to remember if Tigrex is power or speed. I want to say speed. Yeah, I think it's speed. So I'm gonna go technical. Actually, I can use a skill for this.
Ooh.
The hard part about picking on the writer is I can't predict what the writer will do.
Yeah, they have more flexibility than their Monstie.
And I can't target them.
Oh, at all?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Not directly.
Interesting. I didn't realize that. I guess I kind of assumed because you're able to be targeted.
Well, I don't think the writers can target me.
Gotcha. I guess maybe they want to avoid the implication of like human on human combat.
I'm trying to finish this fast. Believe me,
yeah.
I am. We'll see if uses speed again. I hope so. Because I'm kind of behind at the moment. Yes!
Well, it's drooling. There we go.
One down.
If it's just the two of them, is it a valid strategy to like rely on Roberto's damage a little bit and heal?
Yeah, like that's probably what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, they can also ride. Oh. Does this mean they're gonna do a kinships? Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ooh. This
We'll
rough.
see.
Hey, at least we're at full health, right?
Yo, the original Angry Boy. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Tigrex was the original, right? It was Tigrex before Rajang or Devil Joe.
Yeah,
I think we survived. Oh shit, yeah.
yeah, we did.
That feels like that was the right move then.
Look at my health.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna take this opportunity to give myself a mega potion.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and we get to go first. That's nice. Mysterious Rider.
So usually what Tom says whenever we talk about Tigrex is my scrambly boy.
Scrambly boy, yeah, scrambly boy.
Rude! How dare you do the same things I do? Scramble, scramble.
There's 4 different Tigrexes. There's Tigrex. There is Brute Tigrex, who basically hits harder, gets angry faster, and his roar damages more. There is a
Grimclaw.
Deviant Tigrex.
I know about Grimclaw.
Yeah, Grimclaw Tigrex. And then there is Molten Tigrex, which was, I think, introduced in 4 Ultimate, and I don't know if it's been back since then, but it is enormous, and it is just always mad. And it has a fiery aura, so you can't stand too close, otherwise you get hurt. That's a very fun fight. And by fun, I mean... actually, it's legitimately fun. It's hard as shit, but it's legitimately fun.
I'm gonna try something.
Alright.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
Ooh!
Oh, darn it. Ineffective.
Aw, close.
I was hoping.
It's okay. We're still 1 up on hearts. And I think we're at full health going into this.
Well.
Hey. We got it. Nice.
Yes!
Nice.
Whew. I was a little worried there for a moment. Oh, come on. I did better than a C. Rude.
Yeah, we fucking scrapped for that.
Rude. That's what I have to say about that. Okay, that's just
Flash
me.
bomb. Yeah. It should flash back, and the hunter's just like dragging their Tigrex like in the background. Come on.
No, Boom Headshot, I have not seen the new 007. I kind of forgot it existed.
Yeah, I've heard it's good, but I think I stopped watching. I think I've missed 1 or 2 007 movies at this point. I wasn't the biggest James Bond fan. I really knew James Bond from like the GoldenEye Nintendo 64 game. And then I watched the Daniel Craig movies, and I liked the first one, didn't like the second one, enjoyed the third one, and then I don't think I've seen any others.
We have someone whose username I cannot read has jumped into.
Hey, XH2007, how's it going? Are you, when you say dang you in the story, are you looking to do some multiplayer stuff? I know, while we're seeing cutscene, this is not Osprey's main save. And in the past, you kind of, Osprey, you expressed a little interest in doing some of the co-op multiplayer stuff so you can get some of the rarer monsters. Oh, there's Ratha.
Yeah, the mysterious riders seem to be working with some hunters, oddly enough.
Oh shit! It's a sand barge. You don't know, but in the third game, you can fight on this thing.
Oh, you can fight on it, huh?
Yeah, you hunt a monster called Jen Moran. And you hunt it. You're essentially going whaling. You're hunting it from atop that thing. There's a couple of us, XH2007, that play Monster Hunter Stories on our Discord. I know Osprey does, and I know Flocka does. If you're looking for people to find to try and do co-op stuff with. I'd be curious to see some of the endgame co-op stuff.
Yeah, that at some point I'll have to do that. I know my team's not heavily optimized, especially for some of the newer, like, hard-level Fatalis and whatnot.
But that's like, you build up to that point anyway.
Yeah. Like, the farthest I've gotten with the co-op is I've taken down Volt Reaper Astalos once, and I have a Silverwind Nargacuga.
Is that the endgame XH? It's like just I get it, like doing gene hunting and stuff. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think we'll do any tonight, but in the future. If you catch us on stream in the future, once we get through the main game, we'll probably do some co-op stuff.
And now I get to follow tracks in the sand. I'm still amused that I was able to make my rider armor as layered armor, and it matches the Prismari colors, because I'm so excited to play a Prismari character.
Rathalos, I don't know if Fatalis is in the game. If Osprey says yes, then I guess.
Yeah, there's a Fatalis, that's endgame co-op stuff, if I recall correctly. I also haven't completely finished the dungeon that comes after the main story. Because again, I kind of got sidetracked trying to get my Silverwind.
Oh yeah. Oh, XH, I bet. Cheryl, I don't know if that's like a specific question, but I think if it is, it's been answered. If that's like a more general musing on what endgame actually is, I don't know. That's a bit too deep for me. I guess endgame is, we call it anything post the credits, essentially.
I consider it post the main storyline. Like, you've defeated the main bad guy that was the threat the entire story, sort of thing. Like, you solved the main conflict. That's what I consider endgame, is anything past that main conflict.
Yes. XH, do you just play stories or do you play other Monster Hunter games? Because we play a ton of Monster Hunter in general. We're still doing Rise, Generations Ultimate. I'm being goaded into doing more World again.
I need to unrusty from Rise a little bit here in the near future.
If you are gonna do, I guess you and Atomic Fox were talking about which one of you wants to do World. If only one of you does it, then yeah. But otherwise, it might be easier if you're gonna end up doing World also to not play Rise.
I think I'm pretty much going to let the Atomic Fox do World, because I think there's a lot of quality of life improvements that I'm just not sure I'm gonna enjoy playing without at this point.
That's fair. The Atomic Fox, they don't have that sort of reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hi, hello, here today. I will. That's the promise I made Nate. Nate promised that he will hunt a. I guess I don't want to spoil it, but he will hunt the final boss monster in Generations Ultimate if I hunt a Fatalis in World. So it'll happen.
Okay.
And we'll have more Generations Ultimate. Oh, you play Dauntless? I've never checked that one out. I think our friend Tom plays Dauntless. I've heard good things. Are you more of an RPG person? Oh shit, wait, is that a blue Daimyo Hermitar?
Yes.
Ooh. I didn't remember that they came. And it's got a Diablo's head! That's cool. I like that. Do you play other RPGs? So like right now we're playing this, and then Osprey's also doing Brilliant Diamond. And he's in the end game for both those games.
I'm not in Pokemon, or in Pokemon just yet.
You're not? For some reason I thought you had beaten the Elite Four.
No, not yet. I'm grinding levels.
Gotta get ready for Cynthia's beatdown. That Garchomp.
That's like level 69 or something like that, 67.
Nice. Oh, not as nice.
So, and I'm only like level 60, so I'm not gonna go in under level, because also that melodic would probably be a nightmare if I go in that all under leveled.
Fair. Do you play Pokemon specifically, XH? It's been a buddy of ours has been slowly wearing Osprey down to get him to check out the Pokemon multiplayer side of things, which I'm vicariously excited for.
I need to figure out how to even start putting that team together. So the problem I'm running into now is I understand a lot of the base concepts. What I don't know is how to even start putting that team together as far as who to pick and whatnot. Especially for double battles, because double battles are something I've never really worked much with.
Mm-hmm. There is, the nice thing is there is like Smogon University. So if you pick like, oh, I want to build a team around X or Y Pokemon, then you might be able to find just a sample. Okay, you keep these 2 or 3 Pokemon on your team, and then here's the people you round it out with.
So last I checked Smogon, that was primarily around their own format, which is separate from the official Pokemon format?
Primarily, but I think they do write-ups on both now.
Okay.
They do their singles format, and then they do VGC doubles.
Oh, okay. This was like 5 years ago that I checked them out last, so...
You know what, Shanice? That is not like the worst suggestion in the world. I feel like Garchomp looks mean enough that if you were to do like a Monster Hunter Pokemon crossover, Garchomp wouldn't look totally out of place in the Monster Hunter world.
It's true.
It's pretty cool looking. I love Garchomp. Plum. It's not blue, it's plum. Oh, I love it.
I did think it looked oddly purple, but there's this weird thing where things I keep insisting are purple, other people keep insisting are blue. So I kind of just quit correcting people too much, because apparently I see it a little differently, I guess.
I think Violet is a one that has a lot of variation in the way we see it. Depends on the shape of your cones.
Rathalo.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, distinguishing blue and violet, I don't think is a form of color blindness.
I know I've scored pretty well on color tests.
Yeah.
Also, blue is my favorite color, so I'm very picky about what counts.
The bluest blue.
I also, some people are like, gray is gray, and I'm like, but that one has hints of yellow in it, that one has hints of blue, that one has hints of green, that one has hints of red,
That is the Osprey, the artiste. I get what you mean though. There can be like a cool gray with like hints of blue, or a warm gray with hints of yellow. I mainly know it because of plastic colors in like manufacturing.
See, I'm just picky about color. I do know at least one person who's colorblind, partially. Blue-green colorblind, actually.
Interesting.
It was kind
Cheryl, why of course we say color.
So, one job I had, I actually had to proofread emails. Like, part of what I was doing was... Oh, I forgot about counterpart. Yay. But, I lost track of what I was saying.
A job you had when you were proofreading.
Oh, I had to make sure that the version of the email going out to places that use British spelling had the British spelling, and that and ones that were going out to places that use American spelling had the right spelling. It was always kind of interesting to try to do that. Especially since I did not know they spelled jewelry differently.
Oh, I didn't know that one. I know they put like U's in weird spots, and they have gray with an E instead of an A. How do they spell jewelry?
It's been a little bit nice. I am horrible at spelling out loud, but Jewellery, if I recall correctly.
Oh, interesting. Boom Headshot, I think autocorrect fucked you in your attempt to fuck us. Because read and this are still correct. And I think you're missing an N in sentence. Nice.
I'm trying to watch my game screen and the chat, so occasionally I miss things or it takes me a moment, so... I think when we emphasized the difference, we were saying it jewelry. We were trying to verbalize the spelling difference, which is always difficult.
Yes.
But, like, had to make sure favorite was with a U, and it was kind of interesting to see. Occasionally we had things where the spellings would get swapped, so, like, the American would have the UK, and... all the promotional email testing. Oh hey, we
hit 100 messages today. Woo!
Catavan stand. Oof. Actually, this would be a good time to temporarily run back to town.
Do you, Boom Headshot, do you mean the like NATO phonetic alphabet? Because I do know that one. But if you mean like how to spell words phonetically, like the international phonetic alphabet, I do not know that one.
I started learning IPA at one point. I don't have it learned very well because I didn't have a great way to tell what sounds they were getting at in a way that would actually stick.
Yeah.
As far as the drink IPA, I can't actually drink those. Beer makes my stomach hurt. I go for mead instead, typically. Or Mike's Hard.
Yeah.
I like that too.
There was a time when I was younger that I was super into IPAs, but I've mellowed out on them. There was a time when we as a city were really into IPAs. The city of Cincinnati. Oh, look at little baby Diablos. His head's too big. He's cute. Oh, teenage Diablos. Nah.
That's not teenage Diablos.
It's, yeah, you're right. It's juvenile.
No.
Still baby, but not
it's just Diablos.
El Bebe. Yeah.
It's just Diablos. And Cephadrome.
Oh, Cephadrome. I was expecting Plesioth.
We got it from
Man,
the Cephadrome den.
I don't think you look that cute, Cephadrome.
It
Got
really
them
doesn't.
little beady eyes. Yeah.
Alright. How much time?
But yeah, the city of Cincinnati. I think we could wrap it up now if this is a good stopping point for the night. We got 10 minutes left, less than.
Yeah, that's not enough time to make enough. That's not enough time to get to the next good stopping point. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we made a little bit of progress on the story. Took out a couple of named monsters. Maybe after we finish the current bit of story and we finish with pursuing the ship, maybe I'll go back and try Gammoth again at that point.
Yeah.
So, but I think for right now it's just gonna be keep chasing the ship.
I think that makes perfect sense.
Not enough has changed for me to really think that I'll be able to survive Gammoth's one-hit destruction.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so if you would like more Monster Hunter, I know earlier we were talking about what you all want. We do have a poll up on our Discord, which I just dropped the link for again, for the stuff that you'd like us to stream more, see more, all that stuff. Osprey set it up in a thread that you can go to and voice your opinion.
I'll have to reactivate the thread because it was idle for more than 24
Oh yeah,
hours.
we can reactivate it, no problem.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, those that are interested in maybe playing Monster Hunter Stories multiplayer, We have a Monster Hunter channel on our Discord, so you can always look for people to play with there. There's a good number of us. And what else is going on? Oh, Osprey, you have your art stream Sundays.
Yes.
I know there wasn't one last Sunday, but there will probably be one this coming Sunday for people to check out. Twitch.tv/OspreyRune, OSPREYRUNE.
Yep. And it's kind of bring your own music to chill, and it's just, I'm drawing very kind of, it's Celtic knotwork basically. It's a lot of,
Chill stream, nice and relaxed.
yeah.
Very pretty patterns.
It's meant to be soothing,
I dig it.
basically.
Yeah.
So that's part of why I chose bring your own music, is different music is what different people relax to best.
And if you
So-
want to see more of his artwork, he's also on Instagram at Osprey Rune and Twitter at Osprey Rune, and he sticks stuff on the Discord under the art channel. So there's plenty of places to see his artwork in addition to the live stream.
So, but yeah, thank you all for joining us. I look forward to seeing you all next week.
Yes,
And
I think Nate is streaming tomorrow. Maybe some more Dark Souls, maybe some what did he do last week?
Elden Ring recording, kind of live review of the footage that
Recorded content, yeah.
I think Tom got? I don't remember.
Tom
who-
or Ian. Yeah. Yeah, so not sure what they'll be doing tomorrow, but they're usually up to something.
Usually
so-
something that's
Soulsy.
Souls-like.
Yeah.
So, they do call it Torture Tuesdays because they like to torment poor Nate, and we roast Nate very thoroughly.
Yeah. And we're still doing our Extra Life fundraiser, so like if you really want to live up to Torture Tuesdays, donate a bunch of money and you put in the comments what you want me to do to Nate, and I'll fucking do it.
Within reason.
Yeah. Slap him with a fish. You know, a good fun type torture.
But yeah, I think that's everything we needed to mention. We have the Pokemon series that's currently, episodes are currently going up Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But
Yep.
have a good night, everyone, and see you next time. Thank you for hanging out with us.
See ya. Boom headshot, $100 and I'll do the mackerel. See ya.